Parliament is just one of the many iconic landmarks in London, a city which hungers for the NFL and is now welcoming the Titans for the very first time. Making the trip along with the team are three of the franchise's most iconic names, players who never saw a stage like this when they were playing and are soaking it all up now.
I kind of enjoy this better because I don't have to worry about putting on a uniform on Sundays.
Pretty cool, very different going to a Titans game in another country, but it's pretty cool.
First of all, I've been working on my accent. It's like, hello, mate, you on holiday? But really my role is to just to be an ambassador.
The Titans' all-time leading rusher Eddie George is joined by two of the team's best defensive players ever, Jevon Kearse and Keith Bulluck. Serving as NFL ambassadors in London, they're showing their love for football and the Titans to a new group of fans.
Be fans from all over Europe at this game. There are some here right now that I've gotten to meet from Scotland, Germany, and so on and so forth that really actually know my career and know the history of the Titans. So from that respect, it's great.
It's just a thrill to come over here and to see the excitement, you know, not just about the Titans, but just NFL in general. They're selling out every game. There are a ton of fans here. They love football. I think it's only a matter of time before we actually see a team here.
Much has changed since these three donned the two-tone blue, but they still follow every game and believe the London stage can only help the organization take another step forward.
That's the chance to reach out to everyone around the world. Everyone here is either from somewhere else or visiting here, so then they're going to go back to their regular walks of life, and then they're going to be wearing their Titan blue. So this is a chance to hit the shine.
The former players say they like what they've seen so far from Mike Vrabel and the new coaching staff, but also understand the importance of Sunday's game for a 3-3 team. Bulluck going so far as to call it a must-win. In London, Steve Lehman, News Channel 5 Sports. It doesn't get much more London than Westminster Abbey and Parliament. Not that the Titans will have time to do much sightseeing in what is a 72-hour trip around their game Sunday against the Chargers. Still, the players said today they're just excited to be here and get to experience all that they possibly can in what amounts to be a once-in-a-potentially-career game.
It's pretty cool, man. This is an awesome experience for me. I've been in the league 6 years, first time coming here, and I'm super grateful to have this opportunity that football has allowed me to come see this.
You know, to think about where I'm from, you know, an island in the middle of the Pacific, you know, you're talking about now you're all the way out here and playing in London. It's pretty surreal and something that I won't take for granted.
The Titans landed in London just after 6 Friday morning, following a nearly 8-hour flight from Nashville. The coaching staff forced players to stay up in an effort to get them acclimated to the 6-hour time difference, filling the morning with meetings and the afternoon with practice, but seemingly no one was worse for the wear.
I slept the entire flight, so I don't really even know how long it was, to be honest. It felt like 30 minutes.
I thought they handled everything since the time that we've left St. Thomas and Nashville till now. I think they've handled it like pros, which we talk about making the hard look easy.
The Titans' headquarters for the week is in Syon Park, where they held about a 90-minute practice Friday afternoon on a makeshift field in the shadows of the home of the Duke of Northumberland, just part of this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of stuff in here worth a whole lot of money, especially these statues, so I'm not sure the exact value, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty expensive.
It's awesome to be here today, to be able to practice out there. It was fun. It's a different setting, but I thought we were able to get what we needed to get done.
Players got some free time to explore London Friday night. John, perhaps they came down here by us and checked out the other Big Ben. It's easy to immerse yourself in the British history and culture, but the Titans' first ever international game means they're bringing our culture to London as well. It's an opportunity they don't take for granted.
It's a first time for us to really take advantage of, winning some new fans over here and, letting everybody know what we do in Tennessee and how we play Titans football.
Titans players spent part of Friday afternoon hosting an NFL Play 60 event for London kids, a chance to share the game they love with a new set of fans.
It's fun. It's a great opportunity to expand the game. And it's awesome to see how excited they are to be out there and participate in some of these drills.
That's what football brings in this position that we're in, to inspire kids and kids that might not be watching too much of it. Just that interaction with the NFL player, that handshake, words of encouragement can mean a lot to them.
And the players aren't the only ambassadors the Titans have in London. Several of the team's veteran cheerleaders made the trip and have spent time greeting fans and putting on clinics in local schools.
Sometimes they tell us we look like superheroes, so that's a lot of fun. It feels really great, and it's exciting to get to see how excited they are whenever we come in. And T-Rack, of course, gets a huge reaction.
It's amazing. We are so happy to be here representing the Titans in London. We're just blessed to have this opportunity.
Everybody you hear talk about this weekend describes it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We'll have more on how the Titans are planning to make the most of the trip ahead in sports. In London, Steve Lehman, News Channel 5. It was Samuel Johnson that said, if a man is tired in London, he's tired of life. And it's easy to see why on a busy Friday night. But you can't fault the Titans if they're tucked away in their hotel west of the city. It's been a long day that started with a nearly 8-hour flight, continued with morning meetings and afternoon practice, and ended with some time for fun. It's all a part of this once-in-a-probably-career opportunity.
Most of the guys, they look energized. Most guys ready to, bounce around. I think just the excitement of this game, being in a different country, kind of gets everybody's juices flowing a little bit.
The thing about where I'm from, an island in the middle of the Pacific, you're talking about now you're all the way out here and playing in London. It's pretty surreal and something that I won't take for granted.
The Titans landed in London just after 6 Friday morning, then bus to the team's headquarters for the weekend in Syon Park. Once there, they held a 90-minute practice on a makeshift field set up on the lawn outside the Duke of Northumberland's home.
It's pretty cool, man. Anytime you can practice with a castle in the background. So, we got to work on some of the mushrooms in the field. But other than that, it was a great environment.
It was a little short, but I think it was 53 1/3 wide and 65 yards long. And there could be a million distractions. We got a lot more people at practice. There's planes going over, I would have never built a castle right by an airport, but that's just me.
The Titans are welcoming the return of linebacker Wesley Woodyard. The defensive captain missed the team's back-to-back losses, but is now fully cleared and is excited to get back on the field.
It was really tough, especially, seeing my guys not being able to get a victory. I feel like, that was my fault for not being out there. I let them down. But I'm excited to be back out there, making calls, making plays.
The party is underway from Leicester Square to West End. London is ready for the weekend. Cheers until Saturday. Hello, mates, and greetings from Buckingham Palace, the stately symbol of royal hospitality. British kindness has been on full display all weekend ever since the Titans arrived in the UK early Friday. From the airport to the team hotel and all about the city, London genuinely seems excited to host 2 more NFL teams. But come Sunday, the game will actually kick off, and the Titans are doing their best to make sure all the pomp and circumstance around themselves and the Chargers doesn't distract from their mission.
I'm really looking forward to the game. I hear it's going to be a blast, and just to be able to expand the game, to share what we love with another country, I think it's a great opportunity.
And every time we go out there, I'm hopeful that we've done enough to play well and to represent our team.
In order to beat the Chargers, the Titans are going to have to try something new, like scoring a touchdown. They rank 30th in the league in scoring and have failed to reach the end zone in 3 of their last 6 games. In order to get going, staying ahead of the chains will be important.
Starts with first and second down. If we can be efficient, whether it's getting 4 or 5 yards, making a completion, just being efficient so that if we get into these third down situations, we're not in 3rd and long and we're more in 3rd and manageable situations where we can convert and keep the drive going.
It would help the offense if the Titans could finally generate a running game behind what's been a beat-up offensive line this season. It was a good sign Friday when left guard Quinton Spain took part in the team's one London practice, meaning the entire starting unit should be available.
Well, I think anybody that practices on Friday has a shot. We'll continue to evaluate him and see where he's at, like some other guys.
We'll have more coming up tonight at 10, but we leave you heading down the road to the Abbey, properly known as the Collegiate Church of St. Peter at Westminster, standing tall above the hustle of a London Saturday. On Saturday, England's football focus is on Premier League powers Chelsea and Manchester United squaring off here at Stamford Bridge. On Sunday, the attention will turn to Wembley Stadium for a different kind of football as the Titans meet the Chargers. But the occasional NFL game is not the only American football in London worth paying attention to. Let me introduce you to the London Blitz, the most successful program in the British American Football Association.
Our senior team, except for this year, they've been in 12 national championships and won 5 of those. And our under-19 team have won 6 of the last 8 national championships.
Adrian Clemens is the architect of that success. The youngest head coach in the UK at age 22, he first built a powerhouse with the adult team, and now is attracting some of the nation's top young talent for the youth program.
Came to London Blitz and I loved the sport.
Like many Brits, Kelvin Sebastian grew up playing soccer, but found his true sports passion in the other kind of football.
The brotherhood, I love the team being together, always supporting one another. When you get the touchdown, everyone's there on the sideline cheering you on.
That brotherhood was evident when we caught one of the Blitz under-19 team's off-season workouts, watching some of the country's top athletes push themselves for success in a sport often overlooked in this part of the world.
I want to just keep pushing myself, get some highlights, send it over to colleges in America, and hopefully one of them notice me.
The Blitz has produced 3 players that have made NFL rosters and dozens more that received college scholarships, numbers that mean even more to Clemens than the Brit Bowl championships.
The biggest thing is that those guys are living their dreams, so now coaching the under-19s, when you're molding young minds, and it's an incredible experience to see the impact you can have on young people.
The Blitz will be watching the Titans and Chargers on Sunday, hoping more of England will catch on to the sport they love. In London, Steve Lehman, News Channel 5 Sports. Craven Cottage, built in 1780 as a royal hunting club, and now the home of Fulham FC, sort of the Fenway Park of English soccer. From the old football stadium to the new home of football, all eyes will shift Sunday to the NFL game between the Titans and Chargers at Wembley Stadium. A sellout crowd of about 85,000 is expected in an atmosphere that should be unlike anything the players have seen.
I've heard that it's going to be a mixed crowd. There's going to be jerseys. There's going to be all different colored jerseys in there. Just people that are just excited to see us play.
I don't have any expectations besides the great ones. I'm expecting to see loud fans. I hear the fans out of the country, out of the U.S. are way louder than the Americans. So I'm excited about that.
The Titans will try to snap a 2-game skid. They're going to have to do it by shutting down one of the best offenses in football. Led by veteran quarterback Phillip Rivers, the Chargers are averaging 31 points a game during a 3-game winning streak.
We think it's the best offense. We'll see, but we're going into it thinking it's the best offense we faced all year, so we're excited for the challenge.
They just have a lot of explosive plays and a lot of players who can, do explosive plays.
LA's biggest weapon is running back Melvin Gordon. He ranks 3rd in the NFL in rushing, and get this, with 9 touchdowns this season, Gordon has 2 more than the entire Titans team.
Know that he's going to get the ball every time he's on the field. That's the key. Definitely in the red zone, he's one of their high targets.
I think it's the key, just everybody swarming, guys just running to the ball. I think that's always the key when you talk about stopping and run.
It was a good day to walk along the Thames and see who's going through the bridge. It'll be the Titans and Chargers going through Wembley Stadium Sunday morning. We'll see you then.